TG, and welcome back to, yes, you guessed it, the TG podcast. Oh my god, it has been so long since we've done this. I missed you guys. I'm talking to you, Johnny, and I'm talking to you, Gaz. How's it going?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey. So, some of you might remember that towards the back end of last year, so around October, November time, we did a TG podcast. This episode's already up on the TG YouTube channel if you want to go and check them out, but stuff happened and we got busy and it was Christmas and blah, boring stuff. Anyway, we are back with a TG podcast, and let me tell you right now, there is no way this is not going to happen. We're going to bring you a monthly podcast. Now, let me just give you like a little idea of the way we're going to progress this and how things are going to work, because it's a monthly podcast. So that leaves 3 weeks where there's no podcast. And, by my book, that's not cool. So we're going to do something extra for you guys in between podcasts. It's like a little stocking filler before the main present. We're going to do what we've quite coolly named minicasts. So minicasts are going to be like little mini episodes, 10, 15 minutes. But instead of getting all of us on a podcast like you do right now, it's just going to be one of us. And it's going to be a minicast. And they're going to be random. And it's just going to be us talking about who knows what. Gaz is done. His first one is ready to rock and roll. You didn't know I was going to go live with that, Gaz, but it is going to go live. I trust you.
I literally had absolutely no idea what to talk about. But there's a great new film idea. And when you listen to it, you're going to think that's a really good film idea. You're going to want to see it.
It is great. It made me laugh. And we're going to put that out as the first minicast. And I'm going to do one as well. Hopefully Goddess is going to do one as well. She hasn't said so yet, but we're going to talk her into it. Is that right? Is that right, Goddess?
sure.
Cool. You're up for it. What I also want to say is that despite the fact we are currently a 3, we are going to have a 4th. For those of you who listened to the old one, you remember that Kirks was with us before, and there was the 4 of us, and he's on leave. I think he's just about to come back anyway, but there's only the 3 of us, and we needed a 4th person, so we were like, who can we get on that's a bit of a personality that we can have some banter with and that's going to fit in? Well, we have got somebody arriving. Unfortunately, he's not with us today, just really bad timing, but as of the next podcast, we are going to have with us TG Chris, 3rd Corps Commander, for those of you who don't know. He's also a member of the video team as well, which is why we're getting him on board, and he's going to come hang out with us and share whatever he wants to share with us. So, yeah, welcome to the first podcast. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope you do enjoy the whole series. I hope it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to get better at doing this as time goes on. So these first few might just be us rambling, but deal with it. No, it's cool. You'll like it. Don't worry. All right, so Gaz has come up with some topics for us to talk about, right, dude?
I have, yeah. So we got new games coming out, new divisions in TG, and TG members playing at LAN tournaments. Talk about today.
All sounds awesome, Source. So what's first on the hit list? We mentioned Chris. That's one thing we wanted to get out of the way. Chris is coming. Don't worry, people. He's on his way. The new game you wanted to talk about was Batman, right?
Yeah, Batman Arkham Knight. The trailer was released yesterday, along with the press release. Basically, for those of you who don't know what Game is like a shop in the UK which sells games. Basically, they listed. It's not funny. They listed it on their website as a pre-order, and that got everything flowing. So then Rocksteady, the studio, released an official press release, and the trailer looked awesome. Just the graphics look amazing. It's got Two-Face in it. It's got Harley Quinn. It's got Penguin, and it has been listed as Batman's big finale.
Okay.
The Arkham series, which is a hit series. If you check out the Tactical Gaming News website, you can actually read a good article on it.
Okay, cool. We'll hit you guys up with a link in the description below to that news article. But wasn't Harley Quinn in the last? Was Arkham City the last game?
No, Arkham Origins was the last one. That was a
Okay.
prequel to the whole Arkham series. But yeah, Arkham City was technically the last one to this Arkham Knight. If
Okay.
you go in chronological order.
Wasn't Harley Quinn in that one?
Yeah, she featured in that one. She's actually a downloadable, playable character.
Oh, really?
With this new game, but also something that's been featured, which hasn't been featured before. You get to drive the Batmobile.
Oh, do you get to drive the what was it called, the Batwing?
So the first game was all about Arkham Asylum. Second was all about Arkham City, which is like a Arkham Asylum city. But with Arkham Knight, you're going to have the whole of Gotham City to roam. and you're going to get to do it in the brand new designed Batmobile, which looks a bit like Christopher Nolan's Batmobile.
Nice. I like that.
Combined with the classic kind of Batman look.
Awesome.
And it looks awesome. You've got to check out the trailer.
As long as it's got those,
looks really good.
As long as it's got those massive fins on the back and a great big huge afterburner at the back. That's
cool. From the front, it looks like the Christopher Nolan one, and at the back, it's got the massive sort of fins.
Perfect.
Sort of at the back.
Yeah, I like that.
And little Batman wheels. Yeah, it looks really good.
All right, cool. I'm going to go check that out. Definitely, I want to watch that trailer myself. I think I mentioned in one of the old podcasts that I tried to play Arkham Asylum, I think it was. And I couldn't get it, man. I just couldn't get into the game, and it just wasn't my thing.
You've got to be a fan. You've got to be I mean, I'm a big Batman fan, so that's why I just love the game so much. And I've got all the games in the series. But this just the graphics. It's going to be next gen only. It's only going to be on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And it looks spectacular. It's hard to explain. I've never seen a game so good.
Okay, fair play. So
they've put a lot of effort into it, and it's really good.
So, because it's in the whole city, is it like open play? Is it like GTA, open world play?
I don't know if it's going to be completely open play, but if it's anything like Arkham City was, then yeah, you could pretty much go where you want.
Okay, so you can get the old Bat glider thing out and
because that was an open world game, and you could just fly around Arkham City, and you can do different missions that you wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Goddess? Are you a Batman fan?
I like the movies.
What's your favorite movie?
The newer ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch like the old cartoons or anything.
Oh, what? Really? Oh, how could you not have watched
the animated series was the greatest cartoon ever.
Like, what was the TV series? Like, where they had like the big kapow and boosh and whack across the screen.
Adam West.
Quality. Adam West, yeah.
I want to punch you so hard that Pal's going to appear on the screen.
That was when you know it was going to blow. Love it. Oh, it was awesome. And Robin as well.
You can't beat the cartoon, though.
Cartoon was fun.
Mark Hamill was Joker, wasn't he?
Yeah, man. How have you remembered that? Jeez. Okay, cool. So Batman, there's one to watch out for, guys. We'll drop a description to Gazzy's article about it. It was you that wrote the article, right, dude?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. We'll drop a link to that, and we'll find a link to the trailer as well if you guys haven't already seen it, so you can watch that. I'm making that your job, Goddess. You've got to get those links and get them ready for the description. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Done deal. Awesome. Okay, so Batman, yeah, cool. Honestly, I'm probably not going to check it out, but I know you're going to get it, Gaz, so you can give us your review when it comes out. When is it due to come out?
Potentially October 2014.
Oh, okay, so end of this year. So, all right, cool. So we've got a few months to wait yet. We'll see. We'll keep an eye out on it. Okay, cool. I really want to talk about this next thing because I think it's awesome that this is happening. Like, the fact that it's happening within TG is awesome because I remember like back in the day when this was just like a footloose, fancy-free idea of what could potentially happen in TG, and now it's actually happening. TG Brownie doesn't even know that we're going to be talking about this, but yeah, dude, that's you. We're talking about you. TG Brownie, who is, I really don't want to get this wrong, the DC, I believe, for FIFA Division in Tactical Sports. That's the division chairman, equivalent of the DO for TW, Tactical Warfare. He went to a live event, a LAN event, and I do believe he actually went with other TG members as well. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't know your names, unless Gaz or
Sam Mundo.
Sam Mundo, there we go. They went to a FIFA event, and actually, they actually competed as well, right?
That's right, yeah. It was called Epic LAN.
Cool.
It was I think it was in Kettering, which is Northampton. And yeah, they played in, I think it was the singles, and I think they might have played in the doubles. Definitely playing in the singles, so both put in different groups, Group A and Group B.
Okay, so they played each other.
They played in that. Yep.
Did they win?
They didn't win it. I don't actually know where they came.
Okay. I do know that there was.
They made it to the knockout stages.
Oh really? Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And they played in the 2v2 Casual Cup as well.
Oh, awesome. Now I know that they did receive some sponsorship from TG, if I'm right. Great things being brought to you by the Public Relations Office. So I hope you two guys had an awesome time. Again, there is an article about it, right, dude?
Yeah, there is on the website. They also came second in the 2v2 Casual Cup.
Oh, second place.
Which is, which is wicked. Yeah, I've literally just been told it.
Oh, awesome. That is really cool. Congratulations, guys. Well done on that achievement. So yeah, we'll drop a link to the article about that. And yeah, I think it's really cool that we've got people going to live events now. It'd be really cool. Me and Gaz went to Eurogamer last year. Obviously, we always go to Eurogamer. We did the podcast about it, which you guys probably saw. But yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. And it's really cool that people from TG are now going to live events, both in the UK and in America,
Especially
and Europe.
competing.
And actually competing. Yeah, that's the really cool part. That's really cool.
It's a great thing. It's pushing TG forward a bit as well. You know, it's putting TG out there. It's putting us into the competitive gaming kind of world now.
Definitely.
It's a good thing, especially for FIFA Division as well.
Definitely, especially being a new division to TG and TS as well. But yeah, definitely going to be loads more of that coming in the I don't even think that too distant future, guys. You know, we're going to have people going to more of these events, and there's going to be more sponsorship, and it's going to be really cool.
Reading through the article though, there's a picture of the hotel room. Yeah. Now, I don't know if they shared, but it looks like there's one double bed and one single bed. Now, because Brown DC, do you think he got the double bed and poor Samundo had to have the little single bed?
Yeah, one of two things happened. Either Brownie pulled rank, which is harsh, or
and took the big comfy bed.
Yeah, or what I reckon is more likely is they've been playing FIFA together for like 3 or 4 weeks running up to this, and they had a whole massive league based on who gets the big bed at the event. So they've just been playing for weeks on end, seeing who turns out to be the winner and gets the prize is the big bed. So that's so much more worth it, man. That beats any XP or prize winnings or anything, trophies. None of that counts when you've got the big bed up for grabs.
Nah, it's all about the bed.
Well, there is a third option.
What's the third option? Tumbleweed moment.
There is a third option. I'm not going to go there, but there is a third option. I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm glad
push the single bed next to the double bed, so you have a triple bed and one left on the floor.
I'm glad.
Exactly.
I'm glad Goddess came to life and joined in on the FIFA conversation, because we've spoke about FIFA before on a podcast. If any of you guys remember, guys, do you remember when we spoke about FIFA?
Yes, and I remember it was called something else. It wasn't FIFA to me though.
What was it called, Johnny?
FIFA.
I also seem to remember, and I also seem to remember that you said if that division was brought back into TS, you would join it and go play with those guys.
I don't ever recall saying that, but I think it's better than yours.
Somewhere, yeah.
I think it's better than when you say it, because when you say it, you're like FIFA.
That's what
it's called, though.
Like
FIFA.
So what you're doing is disagreeing with the entire world, because we've been calling it FIFA forever. And you've just decided that you want to change the entire pronunciation of it.
Like, I agree that FIFA's... I know that now, that it's not the correct way to say it, but I'm just saying it's FIFA, not, like...
It's been called FIFA for, like, 90 years.
I meant to say that it's FIFA, but the way he says it is, like, FIFA, like, with an R at the end.
You called it FIFA.
You call it FIFA on a regular basis.
That's what it is, FIFA, not FIFA.
There's no R at the end. That's the problem.
Me and you are going to fall out. This is the first podcast.
It's okay. We fall out on a regular basis.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's true as well.
Moving on from that.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, congratulations, Brownie and you guys. Awesome job. Hope to see you guys at loads more FIFA tournaments and FIFA events, and hope to see you bring some trophies home in the name of TG. Keep at it, guys. All right, cool. What's next on the list, peeps?
Titanfall.
How could we start?
The thing is, I know nothing about it. I actually know nothing about it because I'm a PS4 boy.
Okay, so
and obviously it's not coming to PS4.
Okay, here's the thing, right? So Titanfall is obviously massive right now. It is getting a ridiculous amount of hype. It is all over the media. It is everywhere. It is obviously the latest addition to the TG divisions. It's been launched.
It's the biggest game coming out this year, basically.
Biggest game coming out this year. It's basically coming out from Respawn Entertainment, which are the guys who were from Infinity Ward. This is their first game title under the Respawn Entertainment brand or company name, whatever you want to call it. This is their first game, and I think I mentioned it on the Eurogamer podcast that I played it at Eurogamer, and I really, really, really wasn't impressed. And I don't know if that's because I was playing like just a really early version, or because I only had a couple of games and I just wasn't getting into it. But to me, it just felt like Call of Duty reskinned. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to play it in either the beta or the alpha testing, which eventually was like an open beta. I didn't get to play it, but everyone that has played it said it was absolutely outstanding. And having watched some of the streams about it and some of the videos which are knocking about all over YouTube, it looks absolutely amazing. And I can't believe that when I first played it, I was like, nah, yeah, I don't really care that much. I played it down so much, but it looks crazy. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to seeing what it can do. I think it's going to go big, really big in TG. And I think in time, there's been this massive debate on the internet about whether or not it's going to be able to be competitive enough to be considered an esport. Like, is it going to be able to rank up there with the likes of Halo, League of Legends, Dota, StarCraft, Call of Duty? Is it going to be on that kind of scale? And a lot of people have said no because of the fact that it isn't going to be launching with private lobbies. But Vince Ampella said and tweeted numerous times and posted numerous times that private lobbies are going to be coming in one of the very, very early patches. And I seriously think that this thing's got the potential to go really big in the competitive world, man. I hope so.
Maybe. I think it looks cool. I mean, I don't know. To me, it kind of looks like a mix between Call of Duty and like Halo or something.
Yeah.
And I don't. Yeah, and I don't have Xbox, so I mean, I'm never gonna be able to play it anyways, so it doesn't matter. But I think it looks cool. But I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like the biggest game being released this year because Elder Scrolls Online is coming out in June, and I think that tops Titanfall. At least in my book, it does.
Okay. See, I'm always dubious. Like, obviously, PC games have been so far advanced for so long, and still are. You know, I'm not trying to start any platform wars or anything like that, but it's like ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, is going to be a pay-to-play game, as in it's going to be a monthly subscription to play. So surely it's going to be like in the same category as things like World of Warcraft and RuneScape and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but it's not just a PC game though. It's going to be on the new consoles too.
What, really?
Yeah.
What, so it's going to be cross-platform?
Well, I don't know if it's cross-platform, but I know that it is being offered on the new platforms. I don't know if they're going to be like the same world or if it's going to be separate, but yeah, it's going to be on all the well, not all the consoles, but the new consoles and PC.
Hang on, so does that mean, like, because it's definitely 100% going to be a pay-to-play monthly subscription on the PC, does that mean they're going to implement something like that for consoles?
Well, they sort of already do, don't they?
What, because you have to pay for online subscriptions like Xbox Gold or PSN?
Yeah.
They already have stuff like that. Like, even now on the PS3, I don't know if you've ever played DC Universe, but, like, that's a monthly payment.
You have to pay for that as well, because that's a free download, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a free download, but
you got to pay to. Oh.
Yeah, and anyways, that's on the PS3, and that's a monthly thing.
So, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just hate the. Oh, I don't
do
like.
That, don't they?
I really don't like that.
No, I don't see it. I don't see the point in it.
The thing that gets me is that okay, so you go and spend like whatever it costs for the games in whatever country you live in, $50 or £50 or however many Australian dollars it costs. Ridiculous, man. You guys pay far too much for games. But anyway, you pay that much for a game, and then fair enough, you might play it for, I don't know, 6 months, a year, 18 months, and then you move on to other games that you're into. But when you kind of invest in a game that you have to pay for on a monthly basis, I would kind of feel, I feel like I have to keep playing to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's not cool. Developers.
If that's like £5 a month, that's like 60 quid or right. That's like 30 quid in 6 months.
Yeah.
It's almost the amount of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But then
I don't know. Like, I agree that paying monthly sucks, but I think it's going to be such a cool game that, you know, it's worth it. I was looking at the stats right now because there's a topic about it in the non-TG games for a division request for Elder Scrolls Online.
Yep.
And 94 members have voted, and 85% said they would be interested in joining the division, and 69% said they'd be interested in being staff in the division. So
do you know what? I really love like the idea of what you do. I don't know if you guys heard. I heard this. I haven't seen it. Somebody told me that when you choose like a faction or a race or like a club to be in game, what you do affects the stats of your particular faction or race or whatever. And if you're the top race over whatever set period of time, then somebody from your race is promoted to king or queen of Skyrim or Tamriel or whatever world it is that it's set in Cyrodiil, that's it. Cyrodiil or whatever. So that means that somebody from, like an actual gamer, like if we played, me or you, like is they take the top person from that faction or race or whatever to be the king or queen, and then they have like ultimate control of the entire world, and I'm guessing that they're going to be able to make some like pretty huge decisions that are actually going to affect everybody in the game. That aspect of it, I think, is really, really cool.
You would be like the coolest nerd ever.
Yeah, exactly. I am super nerd. That'll be a whole new thing. You know that thing that was going on the internet. I am Batman. It'll be I am super nerd, king of Elder Scrolls.
Notice Gaz is just kind of quiet about this.
Yeah, it's because he's currently daydreaming about being king of Elder Scrolls and sitting on a massive throne. He'd turn up at gaming events like dressed with a crown and a big cloak and stuff, having somebody behind him carrying his cloak.
I'd go dressed as Mario.
What? No, you can't do that, man. You're the king of Elder Scrolls, man. You can't go dressed as Mario.
I wear a little crown.
Ridiculous. Okay, so there we go. I didn't really expect to talk about Elder Scrolls Online, but I'm glad that we just kind of flowed when we went on to that. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. We've had a little.
I've just got the thing is I've got this image of walking around Eurogamer now, like someone holding back my cloak. you know what's the film Role Models?
Yeah.
Him, the king and that.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying now. Yeah.
Coming out of the restaurant and everyone's just bowing down to me.
That was immediately what I thought. I imagine you like walking up like the front steps of the expo with like minions
with a red
holding your robe.
Carpet.
Yeah, like a couple of minions rolling out a red carpet in front of you, a couple of minions holding your cloak behind you as you walk, and then you do, you know that wave the Queen does from her carriage.
Oh, yeah, the little fingers.
Yeah. Got visions of you doing that as you just walk along. Everybody else in the whole gaming event will be like, who the hell is that guy? And what's going on? And there'll be a couple of whispers like from the corner. That's the king of Elder Scrolls Online. And then all the heads will pop up like meerkats. Everyone's like, oh, that's the king. That's the king.
The iPhones start coming out, take pictures.
Yeah. Next thing you know, there's people wanting to tweet you and you're on Facebook everywhere. Selfies with the king of Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah. And the missus just looking at me like, what's going on?
What's going on? Where am I? Is this really happening? Ridiculous. Anyway, we have rambled on about random stuff all long enough. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed the first podcast. We're going to bring another one to you next month. It's going to happen. In the meantime, I really hope you enjoy the mini cast that we put out. Next time, Chris is going to be with us as well. He's a crazy guy. He's going to add a whole new thing to this podcast. It's going to be fun times. But I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had fun. Say bye, Goddess. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace, homies.
Peace,
Peace
homies. Oh, man. Now we're going into ghetto style. Okay. Peace out, yo.
Y'all.
Yo. Catch you later, people.